see if anybody pops in here in a minute. I'm kind of leaning toward so I can kind of handle the screen and check messages. David is kicked on back relaxing, and we're going to do just a few minutes of jibber jabbering, talking to you. It's going to show you something he's super proud of, and just a really quick check-in because not a whole lot has changed since our last check-in, but I know that most of you really like to see David make sure I haven't killed him.
Still alive.
He's still kicking.
If I don't go to sleep sitting here, pretty relaxed.
Yeah, he may doze off.
I'll stay awake.
The cats are now wanting in the back porch. No. Don't you push that screen door.
I think I found it.
No, I didn't fasten. I was the last one out because I hung that thing up on the laundry line. She knows how to open the door though because her mother taught her. So, but we thought we'd do a check-in. I've had a lot of y'all send in questions when I've said like any questions you have for David and I send in. A lot of you have wanted us to do a little like ask us anything kind of thing. We may not have enough people pop on to really do a big ask us anything, but I did kind of keep a mental note of some of the questions that you all sent through my email. And one of, this is seriously like the most asked question is between us because they think we're like relationship goals. They think we're like some kind of super couple, which I don't think we are a super couple. Tell the animals don't do so. We've got a cat trying to get in the back porch. She thinks anywhere that we're sitting, she needs to be sitting with us. So she just hops in here with us. She thinks that if we're outside, she needs to be right up behind us or following us or in our laps. But we'll get swarmed. If they all figure out that we're back here on the back porch today, they will swarm us. And we'll end up with cats on the back porch. So we're going to have to do this kind of quick today. But for many of you all who have watched my lives, you all, the most asked question to me was, when did I know that I was going to marry you? And my answer is always the same. It was when we were having that discussion that one day that my ex-husband actually showed up to pick up the kids after months and months and months of being just AWOL. David was fixing my radiator. We had just met. And unfortunately, he had the misfortune of meeting the woman that my ex-husband ran off with, who was a complete turd. And she made a very snotty statement to him. And we talked about that later. I heard it. I heard the exchange. And then we talked about it later. And her statement basically was that any man will leave a less beautiful woman if another beautiful woman gives him attention. And David's response to the woman was that there was nothing pretty about her, a woman that would come into a home with 2 kids and bust it up. There's nothing pretty about you. And so I think that was the moment that I knew you were on my radar.
Really?
Yeah, because
Okay.
that was like you were the first man to ever actually tell that woman, who had probably been told her entire life she was gorgeous and she was perfect, and men probably did anything that she wanted them to do. You were the first person that I ever witnessed. You were the first man I ever witnessed tell a beautiful woman that there was nothing pretty about her because of her behavior. And so that was when I knew, pay attention to this man. He's not like all the others. And so that's when, I think that's kind of when I knew in my mind that I was most likely going to end up married to him. Am I boring you?
No, I'm just listening.
I'm boring you. So
I've
that was,
heard this before. I'm
yeah,
just listening.
and I'm pretty open. I tell them that stuff too. But their question to you is, when did you fall for me? See the kitty cat? Where the kitty cat go? This should be interesting.
It's probably along about the same time what she was just talking about. She'd said something about that she had two kids that needed a dad and a little boy that really needed daddy, and that somewhere around that time that kindly caught my attention, and I had to think about that for a while. So It's probably right around that time.
No, yeah, you were like, you had asked if we could like go on a date or something, and I told you that basically my ex-husband was not co-parenting, that I had the kids all the time, and that I, rather than go on a date, my kids had to go everywhere with me. I didn't need them to know I was dating. I didn't need to put them in that world, and that if we were going to go anywhere, if we were going to go anywhere, we had to go in like a community event so I could take my kids, so that they wouldn't notice the pressure, but they would also get to know him around other people, and that they wouldn't pick up on anything, that I didn't need them to pick up on. And I said, because I said, I would like to have a relationship. I would like to have someone focused on me, but I have to be focused on his kids. I need a dad for these kids, so I'm not like out trying to have fun. I'm basically having a huge roll call for people that would like to be fathers. And I think I told you that pretty much straight up.
Yeah, we haven't been dating too long.
Yeah, that was like the first conversation we had. It's like, I'm not going to be like dating a normal girl. You're going to be dating a mom, and you're going to be put in positions where you have to help take care of children, and you're going to be put in positions where you're going to have to show me that you can be a dad. And if you don't want to be a dad, don't even waste my time. Pretty much. And then, but when he changed my radiator, unbeknownst to me, he left $20 in his cell phone in my vehicle. And it was because he was concerned, because I had to go the next day to sign paperwork in like 3 counties away. And he was concerned if any of the radiator hoses were leaking, that I would get stranded and I wouldn't have a cell phone or money in case something happened. And of course, he meant it in a kind way. I took it as you're in a weak position, let me get your attention. And so I kind of gave him grief over that. I think I told you to come get your crap out of my vehicle.
Yeah, or were you didn't leaving crap in my vehicle or something?
Yeah, I wasn't nice.
That's been a long time ago.
It's been a long time. I was not nice in the beginning, because I had resigned myself to raise my children alone. And so to run across somebody that was actually going to help parent, and wasn't going to run away, was very strange, because I had just resigned myself to be alone. So it was strange to run across somebody that actually wanted to participate in my children's lives. So that was 20 years ago.
Getting there.
That was almost 20 years ago.
Seriously, getting there. Almost there.
Good grief. So that's one of like the most asked questions. So David made the decision to farm out the beaver pelts to a professional tanning operation, because those are the ones that take like a lot of his time. They're the hardest ones to do, and they're the most numerous that he has to do. He wanted to do that so he could get someone else to take care of those, make them a little higher quality so that I could do different crafts with them. But he also wanted to spend more time on his coyote pelts and his other pelts that he has. And one reason he wanted to do that is because when he has more time, he can actually turn pelts into this. So go ahead and show him what you have there.
This right here is almost, it's like pretty much like a professional. You see how flexible this is?
Super limber.
Super. I mean, we can roll him up a little ball here, or whatever we want to do with it.
This is an otter pelt.
I mean, it's not one of the biggest ones, but it's pretty close to one of the biggest ones I've got.
Turn around and show the inside.
I worked on it quite a bit, and you can see, I mean,
This is nice, supple. This is very close to the consistency that they would make buckskins out of back in the day.
I tried a different way of doing things, and it seems to be working a lot better. So everything should start coming out a lot better. But you can see how, I mean, they have a long tail, but you can see how flexible he is. I mean,
he's beautiful.
That's about as good as you're going to get unless you have a professional.
Let's get his fur up close to the camera, because this is some beautiful fur, y'all. Look at that beautiful fur on that animal. So when he has more time, he can turn them into, look at this. he can turn them into more supple pieces of leather that can be used for more options. So we can use it. A lot of people like to make blankets and pillows. Other people like to make articles of clothing. So if he has the time and he's not wasting his time on just trying to mass produce the beaver pelts, and he has more time to work on the quality of his other pelts, my cardinals here, then he can turn out pelts of higher caliber. So that is going to be what he's focused on this summer, is turning out pelts of higher caliber, higher quality.
I am going to do some smaller beaver pelts because they are easier to work with than the bigger ones. So I've got a couple of those coming up. I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I'm going to get finished up this coming week. So maybe next weekend we'll do another little live on Saturday evening or Sunday evening, and we'll advertise a few days ahead. That way people can have a chance. But I've got some more stuff that'll be out of the shop this week. I worked in there all weekend, all day yesterday, and over half a day today getting stuff going. So, but anyway, I'll have some more stuff coming out. But it should start looking like this, the one we just held up here. And like I said, never know what's going to come through. I've got stuff I've got to get dug out of the freezers that I don't even know what's in there, but we're going to start working on that. We've got a lot of, starting in June, we're going to be going places on the weekend and stuff like that. Got several things coming up, so I've got to get busy, and then before we know it, it's going to be ready for hunting season again and trapping season here before we know it again. Even though it's not that this is the beginning of the summer, it'll pass pretty fast, so we got to get the freezers cleaned out.
Yeah, this is the time where we tan everything and try to clean everything up so that we can load it up again when you start trapping when the cold weather hits.
Also having more people want me to do things, so may have to quit trapping, start doing more custom work. So we'll see what happens.
He's had
there.
several people bring him custom work, whether it's been big cattle operations, bringing them hides that they want done so that they can display or have in their home. He's had just other people that trap that don't know how to do the tanning. They've been bringing him hides of really nice coyotes that they've gotten. So he's starting to get word out and starting to get more private work.
Yeah, I don't even advertise. There's people in this county don't know what I'm doing yet, so I'm not even advertising for work, and I've got more to do than I can about do, so it's a good thing.
We don't advertise, but they find him somehow. So this is something that's absolutely wanted in this area. It's needed, and it's wanted, and so we're just trying to help keep this tradition alive, help kind of spread the news that there is someone in this area that does this. And he is getting invited to a lot of festivals and vendor sales, craft kind of vendor sales. And the one on June the 11th is down at the True Rest Campground in Big South Fork, and it will be a pretty large event. And they actually asked Lane to come and do carving demonstrations, so he will be there carving off and on all day. So we're starting to get a lot of response in the community asking us to go and do and join in on other things. And we enjoy that. I can't always go because of my health, but it's nice to see David and Lane be rewarded for the hard work.
Well, another thing about it is also this is Native American stuff here. It's this is how the Indians and stuff like that. That's how they made their clothes. They got out, hunt, took the hides, tanned them down, made stuff out of.
They made basically everything out of fur. Their clothing, their shoes, their blankets, their drums.
Their shoes, their drums, all that stuff. All their leather, that's where it comes from, is the wild. Whatever they killed, they used it somehow. They didn't let nothing go to waste. So this is something that's actually coming back in this area. It's
never left, but
nobody never does it anymore, and a lot of people don't even know it's still around.
Well, the people that do it have always done it, but it's not been celebrated in about 15 to 20 years.
Probably longer than that.
It used to be that there was a program called yes, it did. Bill Landry. the Heartland
Yeah,
series.
the Heartland series.
It was a program called the Heartland series, and this man would travel around our area in East Tennessee, North Carolina, and the little Appalachia hub that we're in. And he would talk about all the talented people that still held on to these old ways. And he did a show for decades about this. And so it used to be just common knowledge. If you needed it done, that was the person who took it to. But no one really celebrated it, but we knew it was still actively in the area. Now we've got a generation that doesn't know it's actively in the area, and they don't know who to take it to. So we've kind of gotten, even in our backwoods home, we've gotten to where we have to re-educate the youngest generation because they know nothing about it. They've gone off and worked and gotten their education and come back, and they're not aware of what's in their area. Oh, she's fixing Sunday supper. I'm gonna let it cool down just a little bit more before I fix Sunday supper. It's kind of warm here today.
Yeah, we're a little bit earlier than what we normally are.
Mhm.
But thanks more people trying to talk about that. But
Yeah, I have to cook later, so we thought we'd jump on earlier and say howdy and just kind of check in. Let you know he's still kicking. I ain't killed him yet. Not yet. I'm kind of trying to lean up
no,
here
I'm
and
just
man the controls.
practically working 2 jobs. I mean,
Yes.
I work my regular job and then I don't see her much.
No, and this last week where the weather's kind of been up and down again.
Trying to get the yard work done on
Yeah.
top of all this.
And then if I try to help, like I sat on the riding mower and mowed, but my muscles in my arms and stuff froze yesterday. And the first day after I was just really sore, but yesterday I had some frozen muscle issues. So yesterday I was really slow and really grumpy because I was hurting. Today I'm better, but I'm just extremely tired. So if I try to help and do much, then I kind of have a couple of days where my body has to recuperate. But he's worked full time, basically done the entire yard, and we have a big yard himself. And then he's also plowed to put out our little small garden that we'll put out here. We're blessed because both of our parents will put out enormous gardens that will feed an army, and they don't need to, but it's just what they do. That's just how they function. And so we'll have plenty to get and put up. And then we have a lot of local people that plant huge gardens and sell on the side of the road. So we'll have plenty to grab and put up and can and process. But we wanted enough here that we could grab and nibble without having to run to either big garden. And so he's plowed and fixing to put out our little garden here. Of course, we have late frost, so it's normally later when we start full-size plants.
Yeah,
So
this is a good. This is about the time everybody starts really planting because nobody's. I mean, this year's been a little different.
Yeah.
It's been warmer than normal, but who knows? In 2 weeks we may have a frost. I mean, this is
it's crazy
top
here.
of the mountain here. so you can
Absolutely.
really
It's
tell.
just because we're on the very tippy top. It's just crazy
But
here.
I don't know where she's got them downloaded or not. I done some videos in the fur shop, and what?
I've got them downloaded. I just don't have the video ready to publish on here yet.
Okay. Well, I done some videos in the fur shop here back, I guess, a week or so ago, and I forgot about it until I said something to her and she wanted them. So I done a bunch more today. So when she gets
Oh.
everything downloaded, there's going to be several minutes of video of the process stuff's going on. And maybe this coming weekend I've took some vacation time, and I'm going to have a lot of fur to break down and finishing stages. So hopefully she can video me doing some of that, and you all can get a idea how all that takes place.
This weekend should be fun because our daughter graduates from college with a 4.0 on Friday. Because of they're holding it in the stadium, and you have to basically halfway across campus and walk. We're just going to watch the live link and let the rest of the family that want to go down there. I've got her fiance on photo duty, so I will have plenty of photos. But we decided we would kind of put a little extra oomph into cleaning up the yard and setting up for a little grill out weekend and outdoor kind of yard party weekend. So we've got the yard halfway done, and we're gonna set up and probably cook outside and just sit outside and enjoy company, play some music, and
I'll work fur.
he's gonna work some fur, and I think Haley's fiance Joe is gonna help him do some stuff from the fur shop, and we're just gonna have a good little weekend where we visit and celebrate her and this accomplishment. And she will now be moving to Southeast Georgia, to where her fiance and his family are from, and she'll be working kind of like as a surgical tech for a veterinarian, and finishing up the medical side of her vet career, her vet license. So it's going to be a big week for us. Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're gonna have a lot of company this weekend. I have ordered her a graduation cake, a little, not a big one, just enough for us to all have a good, nice fattening piece of cake that we don't need. But to celebrate her accomplishment, and so that when she comes home, it's something that we can kind of joyfully celebrate, because she has, you know, she made it. We knew if we got her in there, and she got accepted. She received no scholarships from her high school. Like, the same 4 kids received over $700,000, and it just blew my mind. But she received no help from her high school, and none of her scholarships. And she put in like 30 applications. So basically, what we did was cleaned out her bank account, and I cleaned out my retirement, and we got her paid to get in. And we said, if we pay for the first year, then after you complete that, if you need to transfer, you can, but you will complete this first year. Well, we knew if she got started, she would finish, because that's just how she is. And so we got her there and got her established, and it was at a UT campus, so it's a very prestigious school and very expensive school. I'll get it in a second. And but she's one of those, when she starts something, she has to finish it. So we got her there and we got her started, and she's always been able to keep herself on task with her education and stuff. We never have to worry about that. So she's done really well, and I mean, we're super proud of her, because she actually has above a 4.0, because she's like the queen of extra credit. So she will be graduating with a 4.0. And we just wanted her to come home and just kind of have a sigh of relief and know that we're proud of her. So I'm probably going to get a bag of balloons and hang balloons and lights in certain clusters, so that we have like a little ambiance when we eat Saturday.
Maybe.
I've got a balloon pump here somewhere. Somewhere. But we just wanted to have a good weekend. I'm excited to see the cake, because I hired a local lady that makes cakes, and I kind of gave her free reign. So it's going to be a smaller cake, because we don't need a lot of sugar anymore, and we're not going to have a huge crowd here, but I'm anxious to see what she does with the design. So that's kind of fun to look forward to. It's nice to have company, because we'll have both kids and their significant others here this weekend. And have some family probably filter in and out.
Just not too many family.
Just not too many family.
Another thing, we both apologize for not getting more on the Etsy store and what we have. We've been extremely busy, but hopefully in the next couple of days, things are slowed down just a little bit. That's part of the fair business. When there's certain stages, it's boring. And then when there's certain stages, you
can't keep up.
You can't keep up. You work this. It's nonstop getting it before it everything goes.
Oh, she just did the very same thing with her sister's wedding last weekend.
Sweet.
It's a pretty time of year.
But that's awesome. But anyway, it's it's either boring or it's not boring.
Yeah, we either have absolutely nothing to do, because we're in a
We're
wait.
not going to have no 100 people, that's for sure.
Oh, good Lord, no. We're either in a lull where we're waiting for things to get done so we can attack and do it, or we're in the attack mode and doing stuff. It's never in between.
Next 3 days, things are going to be a little bit slower, so we've got to do a little bit more stuff to the yard, get a few more things like that cleaned up, and hopefully.
And I have to do the photography for the Etsy items, and I'm picky about my photography.
Yeah, I'll let her do all the pictures, so then if they're not pretty, it's not my fault.
It takes a day where I feel like being out, and he can actually pull the hides, and I can set him up and do the photos, but he's actually here to pull the hides and put them back up, because I don't want to put them where he will not know where I put them.
Coyotes seem to be the hot item. We've got sold more of those than anything, so we're going to put a few of those back on. Not sure what else we're going to put on.
I'm fixing to do a huge jewelry dump, so I'm going to be putting a bunch of jewelry on. Oh yeah, there'll be a jelly video coming soon. Yeah, and the ones that we haven't opened to taste, we're going to have Joe, Haley, Lane, and Kaylee do taste testing. So there'll be a huge jelly video coming probably Sunday, most likely Sunday evening. So it's going to be a huge,
Yeah,
like
we'll
it's going to,
get it
you're
all.
going to have several voices responding to your jelly. So it should be
I'll
interesting.
make it in on a couple of them. They sound pretty good, so I'll get in on a couple of them.
So you're going to have quite a bunch of feedback for your jelly. So it's going to be fun. I've had some fun with it. I've had some fun with it and the ideas, and then the kids are, give them a piece of toast and jelly or a biscuit and jelly, and they're ready to help with whatever you ask them to do. So they're excited to help out.
You're gonna get started about making jewelry too, ain't you?
Yeah, I am.
Took a little break from
I
that,
took a little
so-
break because I just needed a break, and I had some. I was asked to write some articles for the local newspaper, and so I've been kind of stuck in that mode for a while. And I took a little break from my jewelry making, but I'm gonna put all my jewelry that I have made on Etsy, and then I'm gonna start making more. But I've got the pattern kind of set out for the purses, for the fox purses, and he's actually give me a possum and a raccoon hide to make a purse a bag with as well. So when I sit down to make one, I'm just gonna make all of them. The caramel is the finale, and it's waiting for the kids.
Sounds good.
So we're all kind of sitting there looking at it, licking our lips, but it's going to be the finale of the weekend. So that's the one that I know all the kids will want to taste. And I call them kids; they're adults, but it's the one that all the kids will want to taste. So yeah, we've had some unexpected stuff pop up, like with the newspaper articles, and I've had to do a little bit of interviews and research to get those to where I could get them outlined and ready to roll. And then the weather has been kind of weird this week.
A little bit.
And I spent quite a bit of time with Mom this week. And then this week I have an MRI at the end of the week. So I'm trying to get everything done before the MRI so that I can just kind of crash after that. But we've had better weather, but there have been a couple colder nights, and my body has still, with the severe weather, has still kind of been puffy and stuff, but not like it normally is. I think the biggest issue for me was I mowed and tugged on that mower, and my muscles froze. I think that was the biggest issue I had this week that kind of slowed me down. But I have actually even gone through and cleaned out kitchen cabinets this week, haven't I?
You've done more than normal.
I've been doing a lot more than normal. And as you can see, this right here, I keep unswelling, which gives me everything that swelled and stretched last year. I've got this big goobly guck hanging here now. So, you all know the swelling's down. If you can see this thing right here, the swelling's down. So my face is not swollen, my ears are draining good. Even with the weather, I've not had the issues with pressure and drainage like I did last year when I was going through the mastoiditis. So, and you're doing a lot better.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. Got a lot more energy and stuff like that. So I gotta go back to the doctor here in about a week and
But we can have.
about 9 days. Actually.
Yeah.
9 days.
But he's doing really good. His color's better, and his energy levels are back up to where they normally are. So he's been going 90 or nothing again. It's just been an odd week, and trying to get everything prepped. The quilts should be back in and done. I'm thinking by the weekend I should have both of them back. And so I'm not going to go pick one up and then I'm just going to wait and pick them both up at the same time. So I should have both of those in my custody by next weekend, which means the next week I will be ready to ship. So I've got to get by the bank and deposit that check and get some stuff ready and go through our boxes to find me a good shipping box. But
Okay.
everything is kind of, all the stuff that we've had kind of floating is now coming to an end where it's all getting finalized, so we can close the chapter on those and then look on to the next thing. He did make a couple of the jewelry stands, the jewelry displays, and I need to take pictures, because I didn't take pictures of those. I need to take pictures of those to share. He's going to be using them when he goes to these festivals and hang like the pendant necklaces and my earrings and stuff from them so that people can look at them. But they turned out really nice. They turned out really pretty. And that may be something, if he makes a smaller version of those in the future, it may be something that you offer on Etsy.
We could probably ship those, but
They're big.
We just have to. If anyone be interested, we just have to go see what we can do. And Might
basically
even
it's
help
beaver
with,
it's a beaver tube log that forks. It looks like a little tree, and he drills a hole into a wood round and sticks it down, screws it in, and fills it. And then I go over it and lacquer it to where it's just beautiful, and so it's protected, completely protected and clean. And it's just really. I hung my pendant
Yeah,
necklaces
they're
from it.
good.
It's really pretty. I just
They're
forgot
good
to
and
take
solid.
pictures.
Yeah, we didn't take pictures of them, but
That was me being stupid.
Yeah.
But we've gotten everything done. We've just been busy, and life has just
the
gotten
part of
busy.
what I was going to say about the shipping, if anybody really interested in one, while we work out something where we might pay part, where we will pay part of the shipping.
Mm-hmm.
If you really want one, they're not that big. Shipping anything wood, of course, it weighs more. It is heavy, but still, I'll be fair about it.
Yeah, we'll try to make a good
I
price
have
on
got
it.
some that there will be no way that that we can ship.
Yeah, he's got some that are so big they're gonna have to be
but,
sold locally. So,
Yeah, so
but they turned out really pretty,
yeah, they look pretty.
really pretty. They make wonderful, beautiful displays. They would fit into my bedroom perfectly right now with everything else that's in there.
I was all the time bringing in beaver chewed sticks where they had looked
Weird.
crazy,
Yeah.
unique. They didn't have no respecter of the tree that they're what it looks like they're going to chew on. So I bring in some stuff all the time. Brought in some more here last time I was
It's
out.
got some corkscrewed.
I've got a couple of corkscrewed ones that I was going to do. I got the stuff to.
What are you
work
gonna
on
make
with.
out of those?
I don't know.
We could find someone that did like cane carving.
Yeah,
Those would be beautiful canes,
they would.
like
They're
hand
big.
canes, like old people hand canes.
I ain't got but one of those.
But
Another
he's
one.
found a few of them, so we're gonna try to incorporate those because they're beautiful. So it's twisted. It's a twisted tree that's probably had grapevine or something else growing around it.
I think there's one. No, they ain't.
I think there is, but I'm not gonna try to get it. But so it grows in a corkscrew
I
and then
believe we
straightens
showed one of
out.
those ones
Yeah, I
before.
think we may have
Yeah.
showed one before.
I just ain't done nothing with them yet.
So we're still kind of looking at them, going, what do you want to be?
projects.
Yeah, we've got a lot of projects going on. I'm also trying to get my porches cleaned up and sprayed down and washed up for company this weekend. I don't know if y'all are, but I paint on my porches a dark brown, except for my front porch is green. But then pollen makes them look yellow, so I'm going to try to spray everything down before we have company so that they're not wading through the pollen that's come off the pine trees. But it's getting that time of year where in the morning I'm hanging laundry on the line and I'm just busy. I'm just busy all day long because we try to use the whole day here. In the mornings, he tries to get the bulk of his stuff done. I try to rest because I don't sleep good at night. I try to get laundry on the line early so I can use the heat of the day. And then I try to do my online stuff when it's hot and I need to be still. And then the evenings when it cools back down, that's when I try to do anything that I need to do that requires a little bit lower temperature. So we're going all day. And I try to do most of my jewelry stuff in the evening. Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Yours too big.
I know. Let us know how your deer antler works out for you. I've also thought about making those spirit sticks, and I don't know if anybody's aware of those, or you can Google them if you want to. Spirit sticks, and then those little medicine bag pouches that are worn around your neck. Those are two things that I'm thinking about potentially making. But I've got a friend that is she is registered with the Cherokee Nation, so I'm going to talk to her about it before I make them. So, but yeah, we've got lots of stuff happening, lots of stuff going on. This is going to be a fun week, but a busy week. And if we can make it through June the 11th, after June the 11th, we'll get a little bit of a breath.
Hopefully, unless something else
Hopefully.
comes up.
And then around the end of July, the festivals will pick back up again full scale.
Yeah, we got a 3-day one in August.
Mm-hmm.
The world's longest yard sale. We got 3 days long, so we'll be in that 3, maybe 4 days. Sometimes they do 4 days. Sometimes they do 3 days.
I think if you're talking about the big silver dangly hearts, I think I may have a pair already on Etsy. It's Hillbilly Heart Decor is all one word, is the Etsy store. Um,
But
if
let
not,
her know.
you can email me at watersworkload@gmail.com. It's watersworkload@gmail.com. And if you want, if you see me make a particular pair, or you can go back through a video and screen capture kind of what you want, you can send it to me, and I can get them made, and he can throw them in his store. Basically, the jewelry, the wire wrapping, and the beading is to keep my fine motor skills going, and I'm doing a lot better with that. Oh, the little dangly pair. Those would probably be around like 10 bucks plus shipping, or $12.99 free shipping. They've got the dragon scale beads, check beads, that are a little bit more expensive. And yesterday in the mail we got in our clip-on earring backs. So for the lady that needed clip-on earring backs, I do have the clip-ons now in stock, and we'll be trying to get some of those made.
Those.
Okay, so you like the dragon scales with the heart at the bottom. Okay. The dragon scale beads they're pretty expensive. Yeah, I would just probably do 12, and we'll just pay shipping. And that should cover all the backing and the beads and stuff. Does that sound fair? That's about, the only thing I don't like about Etsy is the shipping. It kind of takes over when you allow it to do recommended shipping. I hate recommended shipping. Sometimes it's good, it's spot on, and sometimes it's way off. And we're learning shipping.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So I can actually,
Thanks, Dragonfly.
I can actually beat a pair of those up, and I can put them on Etsy if you prefer to do an Etsy purchase through him. If you just want to do a private purchase, you can just email me. And again, it's watersworkload@gmail.com. So it doesn't matter to me. Some people just like they like having the knowledge that Etsy's there in case something goes wrong, and that's fine. And some people just like to PayPal me and get stuff shipped, and I understand that as well. So that's fine too. Okay, I'll check for it in the morning. I'll check and answer emails in the morning. So I'll probably respond in the morning. I can probably bead those. I can probably bead those tomorrow evening or Tuesday morning and have those ready to ship by Wednesday, if that would work for you. So just email me and I'll respond. But I am going to be doing more of that because my doctor was amazed at how much better the trimmer in my hands have been. And I'm still having some issues with some of my joints wanting to slip, and my thumbs have been really having problems the last few weeks. But as for the others, they're doing a lot better. I'm kind of swollen today, you can see. But my doctor was really amazed at how much the Parkinsonian trimmer that I have has slowed down. And he's like, keep doing this. Keep making jewelry. He's like, it's cheaper than physical therapy, and it's doing a wonderful job. Just keep doing it. And I was like, okay, I'll keep doing it. Not a problem. And I enjoy making the jewelry, so it's not it's not like I have to force myself to put out workout gear and go to a place where I don't want to be. So I'm okay with making wire wrap jewelry until God knows when. I do tend to make a mess though, don't I?
A little bit.
I make a mess. My
Not
craft
too
room
bad.
looks like a bomb went off right now, so I've kind of overtaken the kitchen table when I make stuff. And so I just kind of take over the whole house when I craft. And I've got to get my craft room. I just need it organized again so I can get back in there and do stuff in there. And probably when I get it organized, I'll take y'all on a tour because it's where I have all of my Freddie Mercury and Queen memorabilia, and I have tons of it, don't I?
Probably.
I have tons of it. And that's probably where we'll do all our YouTube stuff from when we get it set up and cleaned.
Yeah, probably. Unless
So,
we do it outside. like
Unless we do it
are today.
outside, yeah. It's really pretty, and it's really cool outside this evening, so we thought we'd sit on the back porch. And I was going to put flowers in this. I was going to cut the hole bigger and do a vine flower, and that stupid bird beat me to it again this year. So we've seen her fly in and out a couple times, and she's smart enough to know how to get in and out. And so I'm afraid she's nesting or something down in my guitar again. So I'm gonna let her have it until later this summer, and then I'm gonna take it away and put it up so that she can't beat me to it next year, because I really want to plant wave petunias and a couple of vining, like a sweet potato vine or something in there. The last 2 years that bird has beat me, so I've not been able to use my planter at all. So, but I've also got some porch projects I need to do.
Yeah.
And
You're wanting to do.
that I'm wanting to do, that I need to do to get my porch cleaned back up. And then I'm gonna have a friends over and have a porch painting day here in a few weeks. It has to be when it's drier and so it will dry thoroughly.
As long as I'm not involved.
As long as you're not involved, no, I promise.
I won't have time to be involved.
I have to invite my really tall friends over that can reach the top of the porch. Because I can't. And I can't use a roller. I'll be down for a week if I try to use a roller. So we've got a lot going on here.
Yeah, just spring, busy time of year. It'll slow down.
And then about in the middle of summer when things start to slow down for that, then we'll be amping up getting ready for the grandbaby. I know the 30th through the 3rd we get to babysit our granddog Che, who is 76 pounds of puppy. So we're like, oh boy. But we want, our son and his wife are wanting to go to the ocean one more time before she's too big to travel, or before they have a kid that has to go in tow and everything. It's kind of like their last little mini vacation. So I said, well, let us keep Che, because we need to keep him like the first week after she has the baby, so that she can get home and heal and rest and not have to care for him when Lane's at work and stuff. And I said this would be a good practice run for dealing with Che Tack. And he's a sweet dog. There's not a mean bone in his body. He's just terribly big. So this would be a great training run for when we have him when the baby gets here. So probably the week that Che's here, you'll probably get more video than you've gotten from me in months, because every time Che's here, I'm constantly videoing him. He's just a goofball. Absolute goofball. If I'm sitting at the kitchen table, he wants to be sitting in the chair too. If I'm on the sofa watching TV, he wants to be sitting on my feet watching TV as well. Like, he has to sit on my feet. I don't know what the problem is there, but it'd be the first time he's stayed an overnight with us.
Yep.
So it's going to be the first time he's been away from Lane and Kaylee that long. So poor little guy is probably going to have a bad couple of nights there. But he's the sweetest thing. And Kaylee's been packing around blankets, treating it like a baby, so that when the baby's here, he's learning boundaries with this thing. So he's learning boundaries, and the same blanket she's been training him with is going to be the one that she's going to keep on the baby when she brings the baby home. So same rules apply. There'll be new sounds and new smells, but the same rules will apply. And so she's put a lot of effort into training him. Because he is so large, he's not mean, but he's just so large. So the training has been going on for quite a while. And her brother had a baby last year, he and Paige, I think her name's Paige. So he's learning how to be around babies, but she's really been training him with that bundle of blankets, and I don't think they'll have a big problem. I think I got him a bandana and a shirt. The shirt says, promoted to Big Brother, and the bandana says, future baby security guard. So, he's a sweet dog. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of new things to experience over the next few months.
Yep.
We're going to see if David, with his big old honking hands, hold your hand up. See David with his big old honking hands. We'll see if he can change a diaper.
I'll pass.
You know those little screws that you put in mini blinds? He can't. His fingers are so big, he cannot.
Funny.
So every once in a while we find something he just cannot do because his hands are so ginormous. Finding gloves for this man in the winter. Would you have like 2 kinds you can wear? And if like you have 2 kinds that you can look for in the store that you know you can fit into.
Yeah, it used to be
but it's
Worse
yeah, it's hard to find gloves that he can fit his big old honking hands into. So it's gonna be fun watching him with a little tiny newborn. That's gonna for me. It's gonna be fun because you adopted the kids when they were 2.5 and 3.5, and both of them were potty trained.
Yeah.
So he missed all of that.
Yep.
He missed all of the crying bottles, sleepless nights, neon colored poop that you don't know where it came from, diapers that explode, the big poops up the back. You missed all of that. So he's gonna get a chance. He's gonna get a chance to experience it all.
Maybe.
Aren't you excited?
No.
I think I was like, I even told you once when you got the kids, I was like, this is like the best of both worlds. You get the kids, but you didn't have to do all the sleepless nights. So, but man, it's just, it doesn't seem like we should be this old. I still think I should be pushing 30 and trying to figure life out. And now I'm almost 44 and still trying to figure life out. Don't you come down here, bird. Did you hear that?
No.
I think we've got her blocked and she's mad. We'll have to let her through in a minute.
They're trying to feed her out there, so they probably won't live. So.
Yeah. I've got 2 pair of nesting cardinals at my house right now. And my bluebirds, I just caught sight of one the other day, but they're still kind of hanging out real low. That was a big vehicle. I don't know what that was. 4-wheeler. Oh. And so we've got some new finches around this year that I've never seen. We've got quite the bird, but now I put out a lot of seeds last year. I didn't take up a lot of my seeds from my hibiscus or my hydrangeas. I didn't do anything, so they got to eat everything last year, and so they're hanging on and sticking close. And we didn't put anything physically in the ground, but I've done container gardens to specifically put out in certain places, and flowers, morning glories mostly, that will grow and give a lot of food for them, but then I have enough left over that I can take seeds up and plant again next year. But we're just doing container gardening. I don't want to have to really fight with them over the next few years, so we're just doing container gardening. So it won't be a huge issue to have them take over the yard. But I bought the enormous, like, micro stacked sunflowers. Instead of one mammoth sunflower on one pole, it's the one post that goes up and grows like 40 to 50 heads on one plant and gets like 20 foot tall. So I've gotten those, and I'm going to put them in the ground here in a day or two. So we should have a very colorful yard this fall with a lot of birds. And I've tried to put up some wasp-bird. Oh, look, there's a little hummingbird. All our animals are visiting us right now. I wish I could have caught that for you. He is almost like so dark he's purple almost, isn't he?
He's real dark.
He's dark colored.
Green color.
Yeah, he's like a peacock green black. It's weird. But we should have a very colorful yard this fall with a lot of birds and a lot of bees. I'm trying to get my honeybees amped back up around here, and I've put out, because we have waspers like nobody's business. So I've actually bought wasper traps so that I can get rid of the waspers but keep my honeybees. So I'm trying to get rid of, because we've got the big mahogany wasps. Oh my gosh. So I've got like 4 or 5 traps I've got to put out this week when they arrive. And then we're not going to work on it this week, but we've got to get the pool set up. There's that mama bird. We've got to get the pool set up, because that is where I will do a lot of my physical therapy and stretching and stuff like that. I will do a lot of that in the pool this summer. It really helps. And it helps build a lot of my muscle back. So we've got to get the pool up and going. But we've just, that's just going to have to wait until we have a calmer week. It's not that big of an issue. We've done it so many years now. It's kind of just, we've got it down to an art. So, but man, it's turning into summer quick.
Sure is.
Super quick. Oh, and for anyone wondering, they are having the Queen North American Convention this year. They're having it in Cleveland, Ohio. The Facebook page is called Breakthrough, which is break, THRU, Breakthrough, if you want to go check it. It's like $150 for the ticket. I think 2 meals come with the ticket. They have auctions, raffles, silent auctions. They have a lot of vendors that sell a lot of stuff. And then they normally have several speakers, either people that toured with Queen. Normally Peter Freestone is there because he took care of Freddie the last 12 years of his life. I think he's going to be there this year. I'm not sure, but if anybody wants to go to that, it's going to be held in Cleveland, Ohio. I think they still do have some tickets left, and it's on Facebook under Breakthrough, THRU, Breakthrough, like the song Breakthrough.
You going?
No.
Why?
Because my doctor said after last year when I was so sick that my body is just now starting to heal, and he doesn't want me to try to overdo it with a big trip like that.
Okay.
So I'm not going this year, and I'm kind of sad about it. I'm not made like Peter Freestone. Phoebe just had back surgery a few weeks ago, so he's healing from that. To my knowledge, he is going, like he's normally like the speaker, and he's there all weekend, and you can just roam up and talk to him, and he's just kind of your family when you're there. I'm pretty sure he's going to be there. It's been a couple weeks since we chit-chatted because we normally call and talk to each other and check in. There's my cardinal. But at last check-in, he was doing really well, so I'm assuming he will still be at the Breakthrough. And y'all, if you are a Queen fan, you need to meet Peter Freestone, the sweetest man in the world, is he not?
I ain't never met him.
Well, you've got to talk to him though. Well, you've heard me talk to him.
I've heard you talk to him.
So if I'm super sick, he will call me and talk to me. Like he'll call me through Facebook. He called and woke David up one morning, but he's in Prague. So when he calls to him, it's a good time to call. It's just an odd time for us. But we became really close friends. We keep in touch. We check in about once a week with each other, and we try to call a couple times a month. And just the sweetest fan I've ever met. If you're a Queen fan, you should go to this convention. They also raise all their money for charity, so they keep what it costs to fund the event, but then everything else goes to charity. And you'll know, and they actually show you the paperwork with all to the penny, where every penny goes that they make. So you never have to worry about, did your money really go to charity. Great group of people, great cause, great events. And really it's child friendly up till about 9 p.m. and then the live band takes over, and people do get on the dance floor and ham it up. But really, honestly, like my kids would have been fine there all weekend. Hey Priscilla. I checked out your video you posted earlier at church. I try to watch everything you put on. I try to watch. We just wanted to pop in and say howdy. People want to make sure I hadn't knocked him off.
Yes.
Oh, let's do a funny. I'm going to go ahead and I got a code generator software that also counts comments, and I can put like a number in, and it'll count comments and tell me who posted what number comment. So everybody comment on this, and from any video after this one, keep commenting. I'm going to come up with a number in my head, and the person that is the number of that comment,
Yes.
have a plaque that is about 8 by 8, and it's a decorative plaque. It's painted black. And if you like rock and roll music or Queen, you're going to love this. It says, it's like a door plaque. It's like a porch door plaque. It says, if you knock, be prepared to rock. And it's got music notes and a mustache for Freddie Mercury. It's very cute. So everybody, if you would like to win that, that's going to be the giveaway option this time. So comment. And I'm going to put my number, that is my little secret, and into the software, and it will tell me when that person comments. So starting from this video on, it will count my comments, and when it gets to the number that I've chosen, it will tell me who did that, and I will contact them, and you will have 24 hours to respond. If you don't respond, then I start going backwards and go to the comment before because I have a list of all of those. I don't have a list after. So we're going to do that. It is very pretty. It's made by me. Graced my back porch here. It's been in a covered back porch for about 1.5 years. And I thought, you know something? I've got way too much stuff. This is going to be what I offer up. It is very cute, and before I mail it, I'm going to seal it one more time for you, and I'll sign the back. So if you would like to be in the giveaway option for that, comment on everything from this video on through the rest of the week. Comment. And if you happen to be that lucky number, and your comment is that lucky number, I will contact you and give you 24 hours to claim the prize. If not, then we'll go to the last one before you. So we'll have that going on this week as well. So I will be posting a little bit more stuff so that you all can talk and get those comments going, because I'm not going to do a low number this time. I'm going to shoot for the stars, and hopefully we will have some good conversations to where we have some good comments going.
Okay.
So hit the like button, put a comment down there, and keep talking, because it'll enter you into the giveaway. Every time you do a comment, it's another entry in that giveaway to possibly be that number that I'm going to put into the little generator.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
on the back porch.
We're on the back porch. I can't put flowers in this because the bird beat me to it again this year. So, I have a really pretty guitar planer that I made, but I can't use it because the bird beats me to it every year. She puts eggs in there, and then I feel bad, and we let her have a run of the back porch. Gypsy, your skunks are halfway dead. Skunks are halfway dead. So when I get the pair of them done, I probably will do everything except for seal them, and I'll seal them on a live so that you can see them. So, and the female, you can definitely tell which one's male and which one's female because they're made completely different. It's gonna be cute. It's a very pretty day. It's getting cool here. We're gonna go inside, and I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit more, and I'm gonna make us some dinner and rest a little bit. And just try to enjoy. I think tomorrow's supposed to be a beautiful day, like high of 70. That's like my sweet spot days. I can do a lot and not get hot and enjoy the indoors and the outdoors. So tomorrow's going to be my get crap done day. And then the rest of the week will be sit down and do my,
Does that mean I take a break?
I guess. And then the rest of the week will be my sit down and get specific things done. So
No break here.
So I don't anticipate any more newspaper articles for a while, so I don't think I'll have to stop doing something to do those again for a while. So that shouldn't be a problem from now on. I'll get back to my jewelry. The 70s, as long as it stays like around like 70 to 78, I'm cool. I'm good. When it gets above that, we better have me a pool somewhere if I'm going to be in the sun.
Yep.
And then I have to be super careful because if I do get sunburnt, my body doesn't always respond favorably to sunburns. So I have to be super careful when I'm out in the sun and stuff. Like I used the wrong sunblock this last time when I was mowing. It was that Tingle kind that makes you tan really quick. I'd sprayed a couple of it and I went, oh, that's not my block, that's the tan. And so I just put the block on over it. But I'd left and I had already gotten enough of that on me that it started to make me tingle when I'd been out in the sun for a few minutes. And my RSD started to respond to that. And I thought I was going down for the count, what, didn't I? I mean, I was like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to put myself in flare mode over that Tingle sun spray that helps you tan. And I thought, oh no. But I didn't. I got a pretty good base tan. And I am tanning good. My health seems to be holding. But I'm taking things slow. But I am doing more. But I'm still... I do something and then I rest. And I do something and then I rest. And I do something and then I rest. And I spent Friday all day with Mom. And yesterday was just a rest day for me. So... summertime is the best. I'm happy to. Summertime is the best time for me, but my body does seem to be working better. David's tired. I'm gonna have to feed him soon.
No, I'm all right. I'm just sitting here.
He got still. That's what I said wrong. He got still. So, but busy week, busy weekend. There will be videos coming. There will be the first shed, so you get to see the nitty gritty of what happens in the first shed. Some of you may not want to watch it. That's okay.
It's not bad.
It doesn't show anything nasty, but some of you may not want to watch it, and that's okay. Some of you are going to love learning the details and the nitty gritty. That's great. But I'm going to edit those and probably turn it into 2 videos so they'll upload quicker. And do one maybe tonight or tomorrow morning and then another the next day. But like, comment, and keep those comments going. Get into little conversations because I'm going to be shooting for a higher number to be chosen. And when that person comments and is that higher number of comment, I will be notified via the little app on my phone. And I will holler at you and let you know that you are whatever number I put into the app and that you have an option to claim the prize. And if you don't want the prize, I'll start going backwards because I will have everyone before you listed. So that's what we're going to do with that. It will be the door plaque that says, if you knock, be prepared to rock or be ready to rock.
Something other, I don't know.
If you knock, be ready to rock. It's black with a really pretty white font, and then it's got a mustache and music notes. For anybody that's a Queen fan, you will get that. And I will seal it one more time and sign the back before I send it to you. But you've got to comment, and because I'm picking a higher number, so we got to have some conversations this week and lots of comments so that somebody gets to claim that prize. And then maybe here in a couple weeks, we'll have you make something that we can do a giveaway. Maybe we'll do a bigger giveaway, or we'll do a bigger live and give away maybe one of your little trinket boxes or something.
It's fine. We'll see. We'll figure something.
So yeah, we may do a little celebration live and a bigger giveaway here in a few weeks. We'll work on something big for you. So that's where we are right now. I'm gonna go and make some dinner.
Yep.
I'm gonna make him sit down and rest because he's worked all weekend. And everybody have a good week. It's gonna be a busy week for me. So if you don't see me a lot at night, look for the videos. But if you don't see me in lives, don't worry. We just got a lot to prep for this weekend. But the videos should be pretty consistent. And
No naps.
no, this weekend we should be able to make. This weekend will be a lot of fun, and we'll have a lot of content for videos probably this weekend.
I should have some more stuff, maybe some different stuff done.
Yeah. Right now, it's just kind of, we've had to shift to the yard and family stuff and get prepared for everything that's fixing to happen. So, but yeah, so we've got one child that is married with a baby on the way and working his honey off. I know y'all probably saw the pictures that I posted on my community page. He likes to send me photos when he gets really high up in those trees and freak me out. He just loves to do that. And then we've got our other child is graduating with a 4.0 and moving to another state and setting up a whole new life. So we raised terribly independent little boogers, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
So big week for us as parents. So I'd like to let you in on that as the week progresses, and so that you can enjoy the weekend with us as well. So I will be taping quite a bit of that. So, and Jamie, yes, your jelly video will be happening most likely Sunday night, I'd say.
Over the weekend.
Yeah, because I've got to get the rest of them to taste test, and then I'll have to put everything together. So you'll have your jelly review. I may make them little scorecards. That would be cute. That would be really cute. That would be really cute. Oh, and I've also started acquiring fabrics for the quilt I'm going to put together for you. So that's also started in my neck of the woods. Lots of stuff going on here. Just lots. I feel like I've got everything up in the air, but I have nothing in my hands. Does that make sense? So hopefully here soon, by the end of the week, I'll have 2 quilts in my hand. I know that. And I'll have a lot to ship next week. Like Denise is going to be overwhelmed with packages next week, most likely. And boy, next week's going to be a shipping week. So yeah, Denise, be prepared. There's going to be a huge box or a couple smaller boxes. Oh, is that Gypsy? I'm blind.
Gypsy.
Well, Gypsy will be getting skunks in the mail here soon. So.
Yeah, here soon.
But here's the thing. I always have to, whatever I take to the post office, I have to leave open. And I normally have to tape it up at the post office because the little girl that works at the post office wants to see everything that I make.
Pretty much.
If David takes it up there to mail it, she's like, "Is that something Liz made? Can I see it?" So it's fun. We have lots of good people around here. our little small post office, though, we like to go there because there's no steps for me. But that little girl is so helpful. She has helped us learn this whole shipping game. I'm telling y'all, shipping is just, it's not fun. Shipping is the worst part of anything, if you ask me. David does 90% of it. I hate shipping. Because you have to constantly have boxes, keep your eye out for boxes, buy boxes, purchase stuff, and it's just a pain in the butt. And then you have to make sure it's not over twice as long as it is tall and wide, or you have to pay an extra fee, and it's just, there's so much to remember and so much to focus on and so much that they can get you. And it's just like, I don't like to play those games. But shipping is just a headache. But we muddle through it somehow. But I think it's because we have Shelly at the post office.
Probably.
She's our big help, so.
Pretty much.
Okay, I'm going to take him in so he can lay back in his recliner before he falls out of sleep. Or are you going to stay back here and sleep?
I ain't gonna sleep nowhere. Long time to bedtime.
He'll sleep.
No, I won't.
You'll doze.
I never do. You just don't wear a top.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting here listening.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the problem is.
Lord.
I'm done if you are.
Okay, I think I'm done. I'll try to do my best with content for you this week, guys. As long as my health hangs in there, y'all know I try.
Everybody enough.
I know, it's just like sitting and chit-chatting and like get a cup of coffee, cup of tea. And honestly, I've been having some internet issues, but if the internet, which seems to be repaired now, it had been fading in and out. And I've been having issues with it pixelating in some of my other lives. If you noticed that, we had some big internet issues, and I think they were probably upgrading or doing something. Now it's doing great. If it stays doing great like this, then I'm going to start doing StreamYard to where you all can come up and talk with us. So it'll be more of a meet and greet, sit at the kitchen table and drink a cup of coffee and say howdy. That is my hope. So I'm going to test the internet this week and make sure that it is functioning better. It seems to be doing better right now. But if y'all had noticed the pixelation in some of my last few videos, or especially my lives, that was from whatever was happening with our internet and our internet service provider. It was crazy there for about 2 weeks. So I'm hoping that's repaired and then we don't have to worry about that, because there's things I would like to do so that you all can be more interactive with us. And I'm doing some tutorials on StreamYard right now to understand how to use that more effectively. So that's my hope, that we kind of build this out to where you feel like you're just visiting with your friends over the kitchen table and chewing the fat. And we appreciate you for spending any time with us, because time is something you don't get back. So we appreciate it immensely. And we look forward to reading your comments, seeing what y'all talk about, and seeing who makes it to the number that I choose, whose comment is number whatever, and wins this little door plaque that I have. So you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is give me an address to mail it to, and I'll make sure to get it to you. You don't have to do anything. So if you want that, keep commenting down below, keep talking, because only I know the number you've got to make it to. It's going to take you a while. So have some good conversations. Comment. Every time you comment, it's a chance to win that door plaque. And then we'll be back with videos later tonight or tomorrow. And then I'm going to try to go live Tuesday or Wednesday. Craft night is my hope. So that's what we're going to hope for. But I may see us before then, depending on my health. So I'm going to take this fella in the house and get him propped up while I make dinner.
Sounds good.
Which means he's going to watch Facebook videos while I cook.
Maybe.
Maybe. And we'll see you next week, hopefully. We may do a check-in next weekend just to say hi. Probably won't do a long visit, but just a check-in, say hi, and our family video for you next Sunday. So we appreciate you. Once again, the Etsy store is Hillbilly Heart Decor, all one word. That's David's store. If you would like to email me about any specific items, you can email me at watersworkload@gmail.com. Or you can even on Instagram message me at IzzbyWaters, IZZBY Waters. And he's all the time on Facebook at Hillbilly Furs. So reach out if you need anything specific. Otherwise, go to the Etsy store. New items to be uploaded this week. And we're going to kick back and watch the comments roll in and see who wins the store plaque, aren't we?
You probably are.
I probably am. He's not. He's going to watch Facebook videos
Probably
while I
too
cook.
busy.
He's going to watch Facebook videos while I cook.
Nah.
Alright, I'm going to go make dinner, y'all. It's been great. Y'all have a good evening. Have a blessed week. Make somebody smile this week. And y'all bring common sense into the world. It needs to make a comeback. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.